What is packing with you, YouTube? We back again, MTC moving the chains with BMac and KHTV. A lot of interesting things that happened this week as far as the NFL. A lot of parody. I had a video that I was going to drop earlier, but I decided not to because I had too much shit going on. But we back again for another week. Yeah, man, a lot of interesting things that went on in the NFL. We had the last two undefeated teams in the NFL finally show some chink in their armor, and that they bleed just like we all do. And that being the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. But before we talk about that, we want to let everybody know that on this channel we talk about the greatest football team in football history, the Green Bay Packers. So let's get back to it. Um, 49ers lose to the Browns on the road. I forget what the score was. I know it was a low scoring game. But a lot of people wasn't expecting this to happen to the 49ers. Of course, they lost some key players in this game. Debo went down. And then Christian McCaffrey had an oblique injury. And Brock Purdy didn't look uh, too good in this game, throwing an interception and having a fumble. Um, so, what you think about the 49ers finally losing the game?
What up, Big Nate?
Was good with
Uh,
you, Big Nate?
Thanks
Big
for
Nate in
chiming
the
in.
motherfucking house. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can officially put Brock Purdy out of the MVP race. To me, he was never an MVP candidate.
I
Um,
wouldn't I wouldn't go that far to say that just one game that he's looked bad in. He's just looked bad in one game. We didn't see Josh Allen have a horrible game. We didn't see a
yeah,
lot
that's
of these
true.
quarterbacks finally have some horrible games. But I'm gonna let
Patrick
you finish.
Mahomes hasn't looking. Patrick Mahomes hasn't
Yeah,
been looking that sharp too
yeah,
lately.
exactly.
So yeah, I get it. I just well, yeah. Well, to me, well, okay, you're right. I shouldn't say that. Just it's prematurely. It's a little bit too early to say that. But I think we should all just like saying that Brock Purdy is going to be there. I just think hopefully this humbling loss will kind of chill down, slow down the Brock Purdy train just just a little bit. I mean, slow y'all rolls just a little bit. But um, yeah, I mean, look, um, it's yeah, it's very shocking that they lost. Very shocking, and the Browns didn't have Deshaun Watson. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. They
yeah,
got
I mean,
Sean Watson. They
yeah,
had
yeah,
PJ Walker at quarterback.
yeah. So they lost to a backup.
And
Um,
not only that, this was Kareem Hunt's first start.
Dang, too. Yeah, dang, yeah. And yeah, so you lose to a backup and with a rusty Kareem Hunt. So
Yeah. I
that's
mean,
yeah,
the like Nate said, the 49ers, they got in field goal range, and then finally the great kicker for the 49ers finally missed a pivotal kick with his family there. His family is from Ohio.
damn.
So they got to
Yeah, that's
see
the
him
best.
lose. They got to see him miss a field goal in
Damn.
a homecoming game for him.
Dang.
So yeah, man, that was crazy.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
that's a
I was gonna say, I'm happy that the 49ers finally lost, so we can stop hearing the Cowboys bitch and cry all week long. They've been bitching and crying about losing to the 49ers for the whole past 2 weeks.
Mark Holmes, Mark Holmes.
Oh
Mark
my
Holmes.
God, I'm so happy they could shut the hell up. What's going on with you, TR? TR in the building tonight.
Wrong with you, TR.
Hey, hey.
God, I mean, it still bothers me that he like this dude always goes live like 20 like it's like he stays on YouTube 24/7. I mean, I can't do that, to be honest with you, on my free time all the time. But hey, I mean, shout out to him, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, 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 man. So
Yeah,
uh,
man. But yeah, I'm with you, man. You know, I'm glad the 49ers got their humbling loss. You know, what I mean, this will humble them. Hopefully, they can start coming back down to earth and start losing more games. But but yeah, man. I mean, look, I know you're not gonna go with 17 and 0, so they were due to lose one, to drop one.
right.
It's funny it's against the Browns, though. You know what I
Well,
mean?
you gotta think about it. Kevin Stefanski used to be the offensive coordinator for the Eagles. So
Yeah.
he's familiar with what the 49ers run. Plus,
Mm,
this was a homecoming for Kyle Shanahan because he used to be the offensive coordinator for the Cleveland Browns. So,
mm. Yeah.
it's just funny how all of this stuff be tied
Yeah,
together.
but
And then we had another big loss this week from another undefeated team, the Philadelphia Eagles. Uh they finally couldn't fly no more against the Jets, and I had this game marked on my calendar soon as I seen that they were playing against the Jets, and I thought to myself, it don't matter who the hell is at quarterback. I had a feeling that the Jets was going to beat this team, and sure enough, the Eagles went out there. I don't just watching that game. That game seemed like it was the longest game played on
damn.
Sunday. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, how long is this game gonna keep going? It felt
Well,
like a 4 hour game.
yeah, well, that's what happens when you have a Jets offense that can't get touchdowns and that's kicking field goals and they can't do anything, and you got a Jets defense that bails them out. I mean, it's gonna, that's what happens watching Zach Wilson. Like watching Zach Wilson, and it feels like you watching a 6 hour game. So, yeah, man, another upset, another uh uh humbling loss. I think this one hurts the Eagles more than it does the 49ers, because you lose to a Jets team with Zach Wilson, you know what I mean? And know what? The Jets are really, I think people need to start putting more respect on Jets name. The Jets are really good. Like their defense is really, really, like their
I
defense is
mean, shit, they
for
got a
real.
they got a 7 man pass rush rotation, so
I
they
mean,
just keep bringing
like
in fresh bodies every down.
if you watch the Jets games, like the quarterbacks that they play, like they made Josh Allen look human, they made
Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes look human, and they made Jalen Hurts, look human. So I think their defense is nothing to take lightly, man.
man,
Um,
like I said, they got a 7 man pass rush rotation, and they got guys not only can rush the passer but can stop the run. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I don't know how many tackle for losses the Eagles had in that game. I'm just like, damn. Every time they tried to do some kind of little run to the sideline play, the Jets were just right there stopping them in the backfield. But yeah, shout out to the Jets,
yeah,
uh, upsetting another undefeated team, and
mhm,
you know, and I think is great parity for the NFL. This week was all about parity,
yeah.
going along with the whole Taylor Swift and Calvis.
The Texans beat the Saints.
Yeah, 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 yeah. The
Yeah,
D'Amico Ryans, he got a good defense.
yeah,
He said all the good teams are going to be dropping games, and all the teams not doing well, they're going to start winning. I said it here first. No, that's just how it's like that every season.
yeah,
It's like that every season. That's just the norm. You know what I'm saying? Some teams, they got key players that's injured that did something well in one spot on the field that they lack in this week because the guy is not there playing. And some teams just, you know, get sidetracked a little bit and they got to regroup. You know what I'm saying? So, not everybody was expecting a team to go undefeated this year. But yeah, any given Sunday, any week, anything can happen.
mhm,
You never know. We might go on a stretch of games where we win a few games in a row. But
yeah.
We won't know until this team shows that they can, that the Packers can show that they can do that. Um, Another interesting thing of going along with parity in the NFL is Aaron Rodgers was out there showing that he can throw a football after having his alleged Achilles surgery. Um, what's your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers looking like he can potentially come back and play toward the end of the season now that the Jets are a 500 ball club after week 6 at 3-3.
Well, when I first, well, first of all, when he first tore his Achilles, he did say that it was a possibility that he can come back this season. If the Jets were like and like was still like in the hunt, maybe for a playoffs berth. At first, I was like, yeah, whatever, what I mean? It's like I think that's unrealistic due to the injury. But we did hear Cam Akers had the same injury. He came back 5 months, but and I know there was a big age gap. But watching him, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was seeing him yesterday. I was shocked and I was confused too because like and undisputed, undisputed, and Keyshawn and Richard Sherman, Skip was talking about it. They were all shocked because, like, did he really tore his Achilles? Like Keyshawn said that it was like that he slightly tore it, and Sherman said that there's no such thing as slightly, is that he fully tore his Achilles, and then and then I was like, because if you tore your Achilles, how can you supposed to be on your feet just like that in like at least a month? You know. Now it's not that he was throwing the ball; it's that he was moving his foot he got hurt on. He was like moving it, like he was twisting it, and he was walking, and he was putting because
No, the foot that he was twisting
yeah.
is his right foot. That's the one that didn't have the surgery on it. It's the left one.
But the left one, he was still moving it though. Like he was still when he was throwing the ball, you can see that he was still like twitching it a little bit when you watch him out there throwing passes.
Yeah, yeah, I seen it, but who knows what kind of what was really? I mean, who knows how this man is, what he's doing, or how
It's
he's
just weird
operating.
to me because when you have it, like it's not normal to have an Achilles and then you be out there with no boot, no crutches, and you just and it seems like when he's walking, like he's walking normal, like he's putting weight on that foot. And usually a lot of people said uh uh that's dangerous, like you're not supposed to, like you're not supposed to do that, like it takes you like a few months to do that, and it shouldn't be at least in a month to you to start. I don't know, man, like is this dude on something? Like I don't get this dude, man, like is
That's
he on?
that's that's why this is all parody for the NFL, man. This is all parody. Like we
Like, did he really tore his Achilles, or did or did they thought he tore it, and he just tweaked something? Because it looked like he tweaked something to me. I
I
mean,
mean, it
the
just
way he
seemed
was moving.
it just seemed funny to me, man. This guy allegedly ruptures his Achilles, and then next thing you know, he's in a walking boot, and then after that, he's out of the walking boot on crutches. And then after that, he's out on the field throwing the damn football in week 6, and it's just like, like,
I'm just confused.
yeah,
I'm
man.
just confused.
Yeah, I think I'm where you are. I think
I mean, at the same
I'm
time, I'm
confused too.
happy that he's walking and he's back on his feet. And I would love to see him come back and play this year because football is fun when he's out there on the field slinging that
Right.
rock. So I am happy that he's out there back on his feet. Showing improvements. But at the same time, though, because when you have the Achilles, you're not supposed to be doing that.
I mean, I expected him to fight back and try to come back, and really, it's good for the team. It's good for the Jets that he's in the building and he's backing up Zach Wilson, and he's keeping
Yeah,
them
yeah, yeah.
upbeat. He's keeping everybody in good spirits, and everybody that's on that team wants to play football and win. That's the thing
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
nobody is talking about the Jets, that they are playing football games to win. They're
But when
not.
he's still, you can tell that team plays hard
Yeah,
when he's still.
yeah, yeah. It was like they had the Eagles circled on their calendar.
Yeah,
Like we
yeah.
go, they gonna learn how to. They gonna know how to. They gonna play in a lot of games where when playing them at home, it's gonna be hard to beat the Jets at home.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. It's just
um,
now. Do you think he's now with the and then we can move on. Do you think with his now? Do you think he's pushing it? Like? Do you think he's rushing it? Because it looks like he's rushing it to me. Like he's just. And then
no, I
because
mean,
if he
I think
comes back and if he snaps again, it could force him. I don't know. I just hope he's being smart.
no. Aaron said on the Pat McAfee show that they put together a plan.
Mm-hmm.
They put together a plan after he had the surgery of where he should be at a certain time, um, through the healing process and his rehab. So they have a plan in place to try to get him back on the field, and he's just going with the plan. So, we don't know. Maybe that whole day he was off his feet the whole day. You know what I'm saying? And that the time he showed, because remember, he's getting wheeled in, he's getting driven in on a cart. He's not walking all the way down the hall to the field. He's on a cart. So we don't know how long he's been off his foot prior to coming to the game. You know what I'm saying? And then that probably
Mm.
was the time he was allowed to move around, within that time period. Then he probably got back off his foot. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know, what
But they said during the whole game he was on the sidelines
that's what
standing.
I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah.
Probably was and some people said that he had a special shoe on to where he wasn't putting a lot of pressure on his Achilles. So
Yeah,
uh,
I don't know. Well, I think he said was funny. He said that he goes and well, he was joking, but it was funny that he said that he listens, that he goes to the Dolphins and have the Dolphins heal it, or have the Dolphins make out together or something like that, or I don't know.
man, we don't know
This,
what we're
this
playing.
guy's weird, man. Like he's a weird cat.
Yeah, man. But
Yeah.
hopefully he could come back and play. I'd love to see it.
I mean,
And
cool though. I mean, he's cool at the same time, but but like you said, man, Tr, no disrespect, but like you said, white dudes can be crazy. So
yeah, man. Moving on. Let's
yeah,
get into some division talk. And the Lions are the front runners of this division at 5-1. They are up there amongst the top teams up until week 6. They are playing at a high standard for the Lions this year, and they're halfway to winning 10 games.
yeah,
Um, I'm just happy that there is at least a team in our division that's worth a damn. We never know. The leading team in our division could be 2-3 right now. You know what I'm saying?
uh-huh.
Uh, so it's just what's your thoughts on the Lions? Uh, being the top dogs, making a statement in the NFC conference. Is that they wanted the lead dogs out there, to represent.
I hate to say this, I really do, but something tells me that the Lions are fool's gold. I can't
I
I
feel
can't
you.
get there with them yet.
I feel you.
I
I
cannot
feel you.
get. And I know. Oh, well, they young, they're improving, they getting better. They can how they built Dan Campbell. And don't get me wrong, Dan Campbell's doing great there, and with what they got, he's doing great. I mean, I think he's definitely gonna get Coach of the Year, or definitely the front runner for it right now. As long as they keep progressing. But it's just like, I get it. They're 5-1. They looking great. But like, and then the teams that they played are not really like they beat up on the Panthers. Oh, who else
Mhm.
did they beat up on? Like they beat up on a bunch of like it would be interesting to see how they do against the 49ers, against the Eagles. Those are the teams I want to see them go over against. You know what I mean?
Oh, they gonna have their opportunities. They gonna have their
But
opportunities.
they not test. I don't know. It's just they're just so fool's gold to me. I can't get. I can't be sold on them yet. I just can't. I feel like they're gonna like the Lions are the Lions. They're gonna lion it up somehow, some way. I
Well, nobody's expecting them to, go win the Super Bowl, but as
yeah.
of now, they are one of the contending teams for the NFC conference.
Oh yeah, they are.
I,
But are they
me personally,
legit though? Like, are they really legit?
me personally, I think they are legit in the division in the NFC North division. They are legit, but in the NFC conference, that's yet to be seen this year. I mean, they made some noise last year. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of noise, not a lot. And they're making some noise this year, but the final product will be when once we reach game 17 and all the smoke clears and the dust is settled and we see where they standing at. Will they have a home playoff game or will they be on the road in a wild card game? So we don't know, but as of right now, I'll give them a slight edge of them being a for real team, a contending team as far as the division and in the conference, as far as as far as like the NFL. I can't
Yeah,
say that as of yet. I can't say that as of yet right now. Not right now.
yeah.
But I do think they are on the right track. I think they on the right track.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, like I said, I mean they they good team, but I'm just I can't really fully get on board. And again, it's probably my bias because I'm a Packer fan, but you know, but I mean, and again, they all gonna win the division. By the way, I just wanna say that they all win the division. Unless they have a completely collapse, and if we get momentum, maybe we can probably take it from them. But
Yeah.
I think they are gonna win it.
And I was gonna bring this up, but Big Nate threw it in the chat. Um, he said, "What do y'all think the Packers bust a move before the trade deadline?" Um, I think we'll bust some. I think we'll make a couple moves, but nothing major. Probably some offensive line depth. Probably some defensive line depth. We probably grab another safety, but I don't think it'll be anything major. Um, well, I'm here. I heard or there's rumors that the Packers should be targeting a receiver in Jared Judy from the Broncos because it's a lot of teams that's about to go on fire sales, and one of those teams being the Broncos, and you have the Panthers, and then you have the Minnesota Vikings, and it's quite a few other teams in the AFC that's looking to move on from some players and grab some draft capital. But as far as the Packers doing anything major like giving up first round and second round picks, nah, I don't think that'll happen. We'll probably go get some guys that's just gonna fill in space where we need them when we need them. But yeah, I don't expect nothing big to happen in free agency, especially when we don't got a lot of money like that to take on some of these guys' contracts. Like I do think just by these last two games with the Raiders playing against the Packers and playing against the Patriots, I do think that the Raiders are willing or will move on from Devontae Adams. Um, if you just look at the passing is a lot of the passes are not being funneled to Devontae no more. They're starting to go to Josh Jacobs out of the backfield. A lot of his touches are starting to go to Mike Mayers, the tight end. A lot of his touches are starting to go to Jacoby Mayers, the other old Patriot wide receiver that's with the Raiders now. And I think that they gonna move on from Devontae. I just don't see Devontae staying there. um, you seen what happened to him in the Patriots game when he caught that pass and got lit up and turned the ball popped up in the air and it was an interception. And I just don't think that. I think Devontae's gonna be traded. I don't know where he's going to be traded. Maybe to the Ravens. If it's probably going to be a win now team that's willing to offer up some first round picks or whatever. But maybe the Ravens is probably one of those teams. It might be the 49ers. They probably have to give up a player and some draft picks, but I don't see the Raiders keeping Devontae Adams. But as far as the Packers, I don't think we're gonna make any big moves. I don't think we're gonna be interested in trying to get Devontae. I don't think we're gonna go after any receivers. If we do go after a receiver, it's not gonna be a Jerry Judy type guy. It's gonna be a dude that's probably got the same skill set as Equinemius St. Brown or a Chase Claypool type, potential hybrid type of dude. You know what I'm saying? Prototype type of receiver. But it's not gonna be nobody that's gonna raise your antennas and say, "Oh shit, oh, we got somebody now." It ain't gonna be nobody like that. I think the Packers are happy with what they have, with the draft picks that they got at receiver right now. So I don't expect them to make any major moves as far as like getting a skilled player on offense. It's probably gonna be an offensive lineman, a tackle, or a guard. And we probably get a defensive tackle, maybe another edge rusher on defense, and then maybe a safety, some fifth round pick guys, sixth
Mm,
round pick, seventh round pick, undrafted dudes.
mm.
That's what we're gonna go after. Um, was you expecting anybody major on during trade deadline?
No, I mean, I mean, it's the Packers. Like, you know, you know how the Packers roll. Like, you know, you don't get no money at the trade deadline. If we do, like you said, it's probably gonna be some low budget dude. You know what I mean, from somebody's practice squad or out on the scrap heap. You know what I mean, like. But we ain't gonna get nothing like no Jerry Judy, no Corton Sutton, nothing like that. I'd be shocked, and I would love if we can get one of those guys. But I just, or maybe I might see them get like another O lineman. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, like a veteran O lineman. That can, you know what I mean, because our offensive line is so young. So maybe someone who knows what to do, but or a D lineman. But I don't see us making no moves. I'd be shocked if they do. But you know the Packers. You know they cheap,
Yep.
and
We're gonna sit back and twiddle our thumbs and
you know
draft and
it's
develop,
it,
baby. Draft
yeah.
and develop.
But yeah, that's my whole take on the trade deadline thing.
All right. All right. A Packer beat writer
Mm,
came out on Twitter. I forget the guy's handle. Um, but he stated that Matt LaFleur is not coming out with scripted plays for Jordan Love
mm,
during the start of games, that a lot of the plays just be drawn up concepts, which means that, like I said in my video, Matt LaFleur is running a lot of exotic plays with this offense that don't make no damn sense. You want your offense to tell a story of how you got a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Not just a bunch of stuff thrown together and it's just not clicking, it's not working. You know, that's unfortunate for Jordan Love because you got to have 15 plays. Come out there with 15 plays, man. Scripted, that you practiced on, that every you practiced against every defensive Scott, every defense that you could throw at that particular play that you running. You got to counter for it, not just going out there. Hey, look, man, we gonna run these concepts. All of these exotic play action, blind play action plays. Um, try to stretch the field with Christian Watson. No, man, you can't do that. You got to come out there with something scripted.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So that tells me a lot right there, that Matt LaFleur can't figure out what kind of identity he wants this offense to be. He doesn't know if it wants to be a balanced run, balanced pass, which I think he should go with. It seemed like he tried, like you said at the beginning of the season, man. I hope Matt LaFleur don't try to make Jordan Love a passing quarterback doing stuff that he don't need to be doing, and it seemed like what you said, man, has finally it was starting to look like what you said is happening with Matt LaFleur trying to make Jordan Love look like he didn't miss a beat with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, yeah, man. If this is true that this came out, I think this makes Matt LaFleur look bad, man. Really, really bad right now. Um, I, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm like you. I'm trying to stay. Like, hopefully, he can figure this out, man. How you're supposed to be from the Kyra Shanahan, Sean McVay tree, and you tell me that you don't you don't have plays that can like scripted plays that can help your young quarterback out. You just gonna you know, create something and have your young quarterback figure it out like he's a 10-year vet. Like, come on, man. Like, we don't got a Hall of Fame quarterback no more. Right? Oh, we got a young kid that's trying to learn his way
Right.
into playing the quarterback position. I mean, I'm trying to be patient with this guy, but it's just
You
I
can't do nothing but be patient,
like
Bernard.
I'm starting I'm starting to closely be like Packer fan in Vegas and Big Nate. Like if he doesn't fix this thing, then he has to go. And we need to get someone experienced and
Who?
someone who
Like who? Like
well
who? I've been
I
saying that
don't
all on
know, get
Twitter.
someone
Fire,
who knows.
fire Matt LaFleur. Fire Joe Barry. I'm asking him who should we go get? Who's
Get
going
someone who
who's going to
knows
be
what they're
motivated to come
doing,
in order
and
in
this
order
guy
to
doesn't
come
know
coach?
what he's doing.
Some coaches take some coaches go to teams because they need the money, and some coaches go to teams because they really want to coach that team. Now,
I don't know. Get Sean Payton. Get somebody. You know,
Sean Payton,
I would definitely look.
Sean
As
Payton
much
is
as
tied. No,
I don't
listen
like the
to me.
guy,
Listen
I
to
take
me.
Sean
Listen to
Payton.
me. Sean Payton is tied to the Broncos for the next 5 years. He signed an $85 million contract. He's not coming to the Packers. It's not happening. They
Well,
paid they paid $2 million to get him out of his deal with the Saints. So he had no choice but to say thank you. Now I'm stuck with y'all for however long y'all need my services.
no,
He ain't
I'm
going
gonna
nowhere.
give him time. Look, it's still early. It's still early at the season. I'm gonna give him time to figure this out. But if he does not figure this
We
out
are stuck
by
with Matt
December,
LaFleur for the
he has
next
to
two
go.
years.
If December comes, right, and let's say this offense still looking the way it is, and it's not, and is anemic, and there's no creativity, and we say and we say by that time we out in playoffs and nothing's changed, he has to go. I'm sorry, he has to go. Like
Matt
because
LaFleur is not
this is
going
his
nowhere.
fourth year as a fifth year, and you don't
He's
know how
not
to
going
change.
anywhere. He's
No,
not going
but this is
anywhere.
what bothers me about him.
He
You are
signed a 2 year extension. Him and Goot, they are we
you
stuck
are
with him.
the head coach. You supposed to be an offensive genius. You
He
supposed to
knows
be
that. Matt LaFleur
you.
knows he's a head
How
coach.
can you not get how can you not help out your quarterback and give him plays that makes him comfortable? How can you just ship him out there and we'll be like Aaron Rodgers and make all this magic stuff happen and make
You right. We
magic
don't. You right.
and make
You right.
chicken out of chicken salad? Like this is an embarrassing. Like this is embarrassing if us as us Packer fans
You don't
that
think
we
it's
have to.
embarrassing for Matt LaFleur for the way that this team has been performing? You don't think? You
It
don't think
doesn't seem like he cares. It doesn't seem like he
he
noticed.
does
Every
care.
single press conference, I gotta be better. We gotta do this. Practice, practice. Well, I didn't get this guys prepared. Great practice this week. We're having great practice. Stop saying the same old shit and do it. Oh, Jones
Man,
needs 25 carries.
let me tell you.
You gotta
Stop.
get
Stop.
Jones.
Stop. Stop. Let me tell you a story.
He's a
When
yes man. That's all
Let
he
me tell
is.
you a
He's a
story.
yes man.
No, stop. Let me tell you a story, man.
Go ahead.
When I was in the CDF, California Department of Fire, and I was running my own crew,
Yeah.
of 15 of the best California Department firefighters that was in Northern California, out of Oxnard, California. And I could tell you right now, it is hard when you are in charge of people who have different personalities and you have to cater to each of those personalities so you get the best out of those people. So I know what Matt LaFleur is going through. He's dealing with so many different characters and trying to learn all of the things that make them, you know, might have him be triggered. He might, it's coaching is very hard because you got to deal with people with players' emotions. You got to deal with some players might be a little off, so you got to be awkward just like they are, so they feel comfortable. It's a lot you dealing with, especially when you got young guys. Like half of our receiving core, they in their first year.
There's a lot of people that dealing with young guys. Look at the 49ers. They got young guys in Kai
I
Shanahan.
know
It's
that's
coaching ain't
true.
up.
That's true. That's true. That's true. You're right. You're right about that.
Detroit, did they Dan Campbell. Look at what he's doing.
I know, but you looking at these teams that got veteran elite players on a team that can cater, that can help the coaching out by catering to these guys. You got George Kittle over there. You got Debo Samuel. You got guys who have that
So
have played and
Zaire,
been
Devondre Campbell, Preston Smith, Aaron Jones, who's a
okay.
vet right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
I mean,
that
these are not veteran guys that can
yeah, they
contribute.
veteran guys. You right. They veteran guys. You right. They are veteran guys. But what they saying might not be registered to the young guys.
Then
Or
that's an indictment on him,
hold
and that's an
on, hold
indictment on his
on,
coaching
hold
staff.
on, hold on. Or they might not they might not be telling them anything. They might be leaving whatever needs to be coached, they probably leaving it up to the coaches. You know what I'm saying? They the Preston Smith, Kenny Clark, Jair Alexander, maybe those guys checked out. Maybe they checked out.
Why did they check out? Why? There's got to be a reason that they did.
Maybe it's
Maybe they say
coaching.
the coaching staff. Maybe they
Maybe it's
think that
coaching.
this
But what I'm saying
exactly.
is,
Maybe they
but what
say
I'm
that.
saying is, listen
Yeah,
to me.
go
What
ahead.
I'm saying is, you dealing with guys in different personalities. You
A
gotta
lot of
have
teams are dealing
guys.
with
You
guys with
gotta have
different personalities.
guys. You gotta have guys buy into what you preaching. Now, the 49ers, yeah, they got those veteran guys, but the young guys are probably buying into what they preaching. You know what I'm saying? It's about culture. Look what the 49ers do. They come out playing music that everybody in the locker room vibing to. It's all about the culture in the locker room. We don't know the culture. We don't know the culture in
Yeah.
we don't know the culture in the locker room with the Packers. We don't know how who's speaking up, who's trying to be a leader. Remember we tried the player led team shit last year. That didn't work.
Yeah,
So when that didn't work, what do we have to do? We have to go back to trying to be a coach team. We got to coach these guys, and
that ain't working either. It seems like it.
it's probably not working right now. You know what I'm saying? We have a bunch of new faces, a bunch of young guys that's being put in positions they ain't never been put in before. Like Zach Tom wasn't expecting to be starting over Bakhtiari right now.
Well, like the former Green Bay Packer quarterback said, you have to simplify it, and he was right. You need to simplify this team, Matt LaFleur. Make
I
it
know, but
easier for
I
your
know,
players.
but simplifying, simplifying, um, is simplifying something is totally different from when you being put on the spot when you thought you wasn't expected to be playing at that spot so early in the season. You know what I'm saying? Like I know Zach Tom was wanting to play, but he probably wasn't expecting like, oh, I got to learn everything right now. Like here we go again, just like last year. Young guys on the fly, and Matt LaFleur and them, I think, are coming with that last year's approach of trying to fast track these guys. You know what I'm saying? To learn the offense in a short period of time. Um,
Oh,
but I don't think they're doing a good job at doing that.
well, my problem is that I don't see any. I don't see any. Like, I just want to see a different
Right.
tune with this team. And right now, I'm again, it's early, and again, I'm gonna give it time. I'm trying to give it time, but it's just hard sometimes when I see this team come out and they just do dumb mistakes that should be easy not to make. You know what I mean?
I
And
mean, but then again, this like I'm happy Tr brought this up. He's right. We've never had the luxury of getting a high draft pick. You know what I'm saying? We've always been
that's
picking
true.
in the lower 20s, and then in the second round we in the 40s and 50s. You know what I'm saying? Because of, our division being bad, and we always, winning over 10 games and going deep into the playoffs. So we always one of the best teams to have to pick last in the draft. We've had a couple of seasons where we were up there, but that was due to um, trades and shit like that went down for us to get those picks. But
Yeah,
right now, we sitting at the eighth pick in the draft. As of right now, we have the eighth pick in the draft.
that's
But
true.
yeah, I hear what you're saying. But the thing is, Matt LaFleur and this coaching staff, they have to switch up the culture now. Um, the only way that changes is if these guys have the will to win a game. They have to be so mad that they want to win so bad. And that's what it's going to have to take if you're going to play the Denver Broncos on the road, because the Broncos going to be mad too, and they going to want to win too.
Yeah.
So the Green Bay Packers got their hands full, especially when we not knowing what's going to happen with Aaron Jones. Um, I think the defense will be okay. Um, we probably going to have to win with this defense going out there to play in
I mean,
my
Ira's post game comments tells you.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, but I think this should be a week where the Packers offense simplify things.
I
They have
mean,
no choice
I
but to
mean,
simplify.
I think the Broncos defense is historically bad,
Yeah,
but
yeah. It's like
again,
the worst defense in the league.
it's any given Sunday. Who knows? The Broncos defense might come out with some fire and
Yeah,
play
you know what
good.
I'm saying. I'm expecting the Broncos and Russell Wilson and Sean Payton to try to throw the ball downfield on us and run the ball on us and do whatever it takes to try to win. It might be another low scoring game. Um,
Well, this one positive caveat is that Russell Wilson doesn't play well against us. Like he struggles against us. So
Yeah, in Lambeau, but this ain't Lambeau. This is we going on the road. This is
no. But yeah, Lambo too. But I think times that we played him outside Lambo, I think he's kind of
he
played
hasn't played.
as
Yeah, he hasn't played. He hasn't had a
I,
great.
that championship game with the Bostic, Brandon Bostic fiasco. What did
Yeah,
he
he
have?
still played
Four,
bad. Yeah, he played
four
bad.
picks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he played bad in that game too.
yeah,
Uh,
and they but yeah.
yeah, man, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about this upcoming week on the game. I don't know to say we gonna lose. I don't know to say if we gonna win.
Yeah,
It's,
me neither, man. Like this
I'm
game's a toss
just
up to me.
yeah, man. I mean, I don't have no score prediction. I'm just I'm just gonna watch and see what kind of outcome we get this time. You know,
Yeah.
it's a lot different um,
If we lose to
from
the
seeing
Broncos
it on
somehow,
TV and seeing it in real life is it's a totally different thing, man. Watching it on TV and seeing it in real life is just like
like somehow if we
night
lose
and
to
day.
like somehow if we lose to the Broncos somehow, like we gotta start having conversations. If somehow if we lose,
I mean, I think the
because
conversations are already being had. I think the conversations already started losing against the Raiders. I
yeah,
think just I mean, the offensive line got to do much better. I mean, Stinovich had a press conference today, and he said that the offensive line looks a lot better. But of course, it's practice, man. You don't know how they're gonna look when they get out there during game time.
yeah,
And
that's
Yeah, Big Nate said that the Broncos released Frank Clark. So he probably might wind up going back to Kansas City or joining another high power team that's looking for somebody like him to help them win. But I know the Packers ain't about to pull no trigger on picking him up. If they do, I don't think he's gonna want to stick around. Just like Jerron Reed grabbed $5 million from the Packers and then bounced right back to Seattle. So
Yeah, yeah,
you got you. I'd rather get guys that want to be in Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? Instead
yeah.
of just
That's
to pay
true.
a guy to see if we can make a possible run at anything of significance. If there will be a run like that this year for the Packers, hopefully there is, and hopefully it's on the right side of things. But right now, it look like that. So
Excuse me.
yeah, just to go back to the trade deadline, I don't think we get nobody. If
Yeah,
we
no.
do get somebody, it's going to be somebody nobody know.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if we make some splashy move, but
Yeah,
I just don't see it. And like I said, if we do, it might be something like from someone from the scrap heap.
yeah, it's gonna be somebody from one of these teams that's having fire sales right now. Like
Yeah.
especially the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? That's so messed up, man. Tyreek Hill is out here getting cornerbacks fired.
Damn. Yeah.
He is getting cornerbacks fired.
Yeah.
Every game he has played this year and torched the team. Besides the Buffalo Bills,
Mm.
every team has been cutting cornerbacks. Like, oh, get out of here. You can't compete against that. Get out of here. They just
Yeah.
cut
Well,
right.
Tyreek Hill, man. I mean, what are you supposed to do with a speedster like that?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I think we had a chance to draft him, right?
we probably did, man. We had a chance to draft a lot of people, man. We
Yeah,
just,
man.
you know,
DK Metcalf, TJ Watt. Like there's a lot of superstars that we passed up on that
man.
that I regret, man.
Yeah. So I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen after these next two seasons with Goot and Matt LaFleur. Once Murphy steps down, the next guy that comes in, he might fire both of them. And
Yeah.
the next president that comes in, he might fire both of them and try
Well,
to get.
I think this is Mark Murphy's last year, right?
No, he got till 2025.
Oh, okay. He's got one more year, I suppose.
Yeah, he's got one more year.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Mark Murphy just like he doesn't give a damn.
No, he still does. I mean, for him to be to every for him to go to every road, well, he probably getting paid because he got to do it. But
Yeah,
every road game, he's at the pep rallies and talking to the Packer fans and shit like that. But it's
yeah,
probably an obligation in his contract that he has to. No, they beat him.
yeah,
That he
yeah.
has
But
that he has to stick to in order to
yeah.
get his increments. But yeah, I think
But like you said, man, I think, like I said, I think we're gonna be we gonna be I think we gonna be with for a while, man. I don't see him going nowhere. No.
I'm giving them 2 years. I think we gonna have Matt LaFleur for 2 years, and once Mark Murphy step down, the next president, whoever they bring in, usually it's always somebody that's been tied to the organization before, got some history with Green Bay that they're gonna bring in, that knows good. That might happen. That
I'm
that,
gonna stick to my guns on this.
that might happen.
He has to win a Super Bowl before his tenure's up. I'm gonna stick to. I say that before the season start. I'm gonna not this year. It doesn't have to be this year, but maybe whenever his time is up before he leaves. I mean, for him to I mean, for, for his success, his tenure to be a success with the Packers, he he has to win a Super Bowl.
Hey, he better do it. He better do it before Mark Murphy get up out of there, because I got a feeling the next president that step in, it like you know what, like I said, it might be somebody that the Packers already been talking to, who knows already done met Good, probably already done met Matt LaFleur and sat down and talked to him. So it's probably gonna be somebody that the Packers already know. that knows them too well, and
Yeah.
we might be stuck with Guten Matt for probably, who knows, maybe the next 4, 5, 6 years, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I
But
mean,
as long as the new president is really putting in the work to try to get this team back on top,
mhm.
because it's our fucking name that represents that goddamn trophy that all these other teams had a chance to raise up over their goddamn head and call themselves the world champions.
Yeah,
So,
Vince Lombardi.
it's only right that whoever, even Mark Murphy, till the end of his tenure with the Green Bay Packers, and the next president that comes in, they got to know that that's priority. Winning the damn Super Bowl.
Yeah. So let's hopefully this team can prove and progress and get better. And like you said, this Bronco game this weekend. Like I said, I don't know what to expect. To be honest with you, I'm going in this game with no like this wait and see.
I'm going into this Bronco game as just spectating and observing. You
Are
know,
you gonna go out to the game? Because I know you
nah,
you live out close to there.
no. I stay in California, but
Uh
I fly to Denver every week. So,
oh, okay. Yeah.
but I'm not going to the game. No, I'm not going to the game. I'm done with football games this year.
Well, like I said,
I might go to the Chargers. I might go to the Chargers versus Kansas City Chiefs only if
mm,
Patrick Mahomes play. But if they already in a good situation and he don't have to play, then I'm not gonna go, because usually the Chiefs will probably win the division to where they don't even have to play the last game of the season. It probably ain't gonna even matter.
well, I think, yeah. Yeah, but hey, I mean, if we can beat the Raiders, I'm not confident that we can beat the Broncos. But hey, I'm gonna be cheering though.
Yep, I'm gonna be rooting for the Packers to go out there and perform at a high level against another team that's struggling. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say these
I
teams are
can
bad.
picture it. I can picture right now that Russell Wilson running all over us, man. Oh,
He might do that. He might have a resurgence of Russell Wilson magic on this Sunday. And I'm not gonna say these teams are bad teams. I'm gonna just say two struggling teams
yeah, yeah. That's
going at it, and may the best team win. I know
yeah,
this
man.
is gonna be a big game for Tom Grassi and Brandon Perna from That's Good Sports. I know they probably
They're
gonna be,
probably gonna be live streaming it to
yeah, they probably gonna live stream. Yeah,
if that's the
I can
case,
imagine that.
I mean that might be an entertainment live stream, man,
Yeah,
with those two
would.
yelling and screaming at each other.
Yeah, would. But
Yeah.
anyway, I mean, either way, me and BMac, we will try to be we'll be live. Um, yeah, we'll be live after the game or once I get my ass back in town, and we'll discuss what we observed
Yeah.
of the greatest football team in sports history.
Yeah,
But
it's still gonna be the greatest team in football history. Win, lose, winning season, losing season. It's still the greatest team. Most championships in the
exactly,
league. 13.
exactly.
And yes, there were Super Bowls. I mean, yes, the championships do count, by the way, as Super Bowls.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
before there was Super Bowls, there were championship. I mean, there were Super Bowls before they actually became Super Bowls. So
man. It don't matter. A championship is a championship.
yeah, true.
I look at it. So we're gonna cap it off right there.
All right.
We thank everybody for stopping by, checking us out. I know I look kind of crazy. I'm still a little tired from this weekend. Still gotta rest up and move and get back to it tonight. Um, but yeah, man, we thank y'all for tuning in to MTC Moving the Chains with BMac and KH. Stopping by to recap week 6 of the NFL and talk a little bit about the Packers trade deadline. Be looking forward to MTC next week. We will continue that, and also be looking forward to the G Spot. I know I didn't do it the last few weeks. I was, gearing up for football palooza weekend and I got sidetracked. But yeah, we will be back at it with the G Spot this week to talk player prop picks and betting on the Denver Broncos and Packers game. So be looking out for that. And yeah, man, before we end this show, leave everybody with a go pack go. We'll see y'all next week.